And we are back for another episode of Dungeons of Dredmor. Our character is bored, so he is playing on his portable game system because we do not know what it is. All we know is it's not a Game Boy Color or the original Game Boy because it is not vertical. However, we do not know if it is. It's probably either a Game Boy Advance, the original, not an SP, or PlayStation. What are those things called? PlayStation Portables? Or what was the first one? Oh, it could also be a Sega Lynx. But that is neither here nor there. It'd just be cool if he's playing a Sega Lynx. But I believe the Sega Lynx was grey, and that's black. But anyway, we will continue with our quest. We know there's a gargoyle trap here, so we're going to look for the 4 XP gargoyle trap item. Which we will now step on. Oh, it can't damage us because it hit that light as well. So, rusty caltrope, so there you go, extra 4 XP for us. And hey, you guys, we're actually not very set up with this character to do that, but you can get a lot of XP from the late level traps. You guys might be laughing at 4 XP now, but it also adds up. So if we do 10 traps, that's 40 XP. That's as good as 1 statue. Also, if you just walk around a level long enough, enemies will start to respawn. I think we're actually higher level than these enemies, so they will not attack us. So now we have explored all this area here, all this area up here, so we can take the teleport. Boom, we're in a new area. I think you can get to pretty much all the areas without using the teleporters, but it can really save yourself. It's just another Tinker thing. 3 hand grenades, top ward to get the worst idea ever, and explode violently and without warning. Warning: your life insurance does not cover using hand grenades in this manner. My insurance I don't think covers using. Okay, you heard that voice. It says our inventory is full. So what I'm actually gonna do. There's actually 2 plans here. Well, firstly we're gonna kill the magic potato, and then walk around. Oh, we could actually go through that door, but we will in a second. So what I like to do is something that hopefully we learn how to do, mostly due to the expansion, but we will do it for now because you have to do it. And it's a good thing for me to show you guys because it's really handy. I used to always do it before Wrath of the Wizardlands, and we'll do it as well later, but I used to do it in every level, and it gets what makes why I called it grindy earlier in the first episode. So here's our Brax. Just so we know, the reason you put it outside Brax is just so you know where it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to make stacks. We're going to move our inventory over here. Okay, so this is our ludofisking. Oh, you can't actually put it out yourself. This is our ludofisking stack. So whatever we want to turn into ludofisk is we're going to put here. Okay, cheese, any cheeses, we're going to put here. You could break it up however you want. These are just things I've used. Oh, we have a rough iron hajar. We'll put that on. Okay, pants go in its own pile. Shivs. We should actually sell our stuff first. So filled truffles aren't a useful one. Gems you usually want to keep. Cookbooks, a little bit cookbook. Cookbooks actually take up an inventory slot or a weapon slot, because you'll use a cookbook and a wand or a cookbook and something, but we're not using cookbooks, so we will just sell them. Okay, so pretty much I usually keep all my wands and everything, because they're useful later on. Mushrooms generally are common enough that you don't need to. Anything under 10 I like to keep to ludofisk. So see, that's a potion. Lobster main focus is one of the ones you keep, or I like to keep. And the rest stuff you can sell. Depends where you put your ludofisk threshold. I like to put it under 10 because there's a lot of you don't want to ludofisk absolutely everything. Fabulous choosers are actually worth a lot. I like to keep all my potions because they can be useful later. Fresh steaks. Okay, so polearm does have its own class of weapons. So that's a pretty good weapon. And we got 3 damage. I guess you have a little bit less dodge chance. But oh well. Say modern day bolts. 17 for 731 Zord mids. Zoinks, you could say. Book. Cap of the cog. We're just gonna sell it because we no longer need it because we got an iron hemorrhage. Actually, not much better if you look, because if that thing had 1 damage protection. However, we need the block chance. Block chance is really useful because your armor sorcerer doesn't actually come in unless you block. So good to know. I like to keep those up there. So on the low, we actually have 2 alchemy boxes. So there used to be a way to there's always a problem with breaking up items in this game. I think they finally fixed it here in Wrath of the, or I was almost gonna say Wrath of the Witch King, in Curse of the Wizardlands, but I'm in no rush. So yeah, all this stuff now is stuff we're gonna keep. Lots of it. So now we have a we should kind of separate just so we know which items we're going to Lutefisk and which we are not. You need to make yourself a food pile later on, but just so you know, as long as you know what items you're going to Lutefisk. So yeah, so we'll keep going with our piles. So Diggle eggs. Oop, I put in that one. That's not correct, but we don't have a Lutefisk anyway, and these piles are just temporary. So put that there. Wands can go here. I'll put potions and wands together because they kind of serve the same purpose. Usually, pretty much you're looking for is crafting items, and yeah, we're just. Ingredients go here, more cheeses, and then the rest of this can just be Ludefisking items. Yeah, and when we'll just straight Lutefisk those, we won't make stack from, but in the moment we will. So yeah, see, our inventory is right cleaned out, except for, I guess we could have dropped that. Many phrase, we raided the religious village and found a potion of invisibility. That is actually quite a good find. Common cave raven. So apt at wrapping at doors, but I don't want them wrapping at my door. And we found another Brax. So Brax isn't one salesman, it's a number of sales demons. You can actually steal any item from Brax. However, Brax will hunt you down and try to kill you. And I almost guarantee you he will eventually succeed. Good joke, Ockham's razor. If you didn't know, Ockham invented his razor to fight against wizards, obviously. Because everybody knows the simplest answer is always the most likely. So yeah. And we're just keeping an eye out for stuff that we could use later. That's actually pretty good amulet, but we don't got the ornament to spend on it. You're just looking for stuff that you can use there. This is a mace weapon, 5 damage. Which I'm not gonna buy because pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna end up with 2 really good weapons. Let's check something quickly though. One weapon that's quite good is the triple flail. There's a couple flails that are actually pretty good. So go here, and we're just gonna go all the way down. I can kind of show you. We're gonna make a steel cuirass at some point, but if we have extra aluminum, we can make an aluminum one. I usually don't though, because I see, but you can. Usually I make either 5 aluminum helm or winged aluminum boots. We're gonna make steel swords. That's the plan. Or not steel swords, but steel axes if we can't. That's on the other steel tree because they're 7-3. They're quite good. Oops. What's this? Oh, that's the iron. 11-3. I was gonna say 7-3 is not very good. 11-3. This is all the plastic armor. You can make plastic plate mail. It's not great, but if you got lots of plastic, you can make it. So yeah, you can. I don't know why you'd ever make a brutal club, because you don't want to use the steel for it, but you can use a lot of this stuff actually. Actually, a pretty good weapon you can make early on, because of course when crafting, is the Makati, and you can actually craft one, which you could actually save your crude swords and wood swords. That's a good thing. But make it and then sell it. It's another interesting thing. This is a ring I actually use to make a mold encrusted gold ring, 15 health, 2 health, and all you need is 3 emeralds and gold. It's pretty good, or you can just sell it. There's also the emerald set gold ring, which if you look at the stats there, it's like a lot more efficient, but if you look at the inventory, you can only carry 2 rings. So you may as well get like the bling bling ring. So just a couple useful ones. Flail, okay. Slinky flail. Slinky flails are cool for it, so I think it makes it so 5, 3, 1, 4, 2. How's that work then? 5, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so you lose 1 crushing, but you gain more piercing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew there was something funky with them. See, here's the first one: Voltaic Potion, Steel Sword, Blue Steel Sword. So it's saving the potion would help you there. Knightly Sword, Fine Iron Sword, Iron. You just keep. So that's a cool recipe because it makes the iron useful. However, if you get the Fine Steel Sword, which I told you, Steel Sword better, you get a better sword anyway. So, broader axe is cool. If you have 2 tin, you can make a bucket to wear on your head. So if you have boots, force boots, there's lots of cool recipes. If you got iron armor, you can make scale armor. But see, we're gonna make a steel cuirass. Boom, then we'll make full plate armor. Look at the difference. 2, 5. 5 block chance, 12 block chance. 5 armor absorption, 10 armor absorption. Just well in a way. Use a shield, you can put a jewel in it, jewel shield. There's tons of shields you can make. And then yeah, if you want to crack an orb, if you don't have a cracked orb, you can turn any orb into a cracked orb. However, I've always found enough cracked orbs. You can make steel into throwing stars, wouldn't recommend it though, because steel is like the most important in the game. You can make nail boards, we saw one earlier. 3-pronged sword, use 3 swords. There's lots of stuff you can make anyway. Leather belts. This is a cool thing you can do. This, if you have 2 gloves, you can make thick gloves. And in thick gloves, you can make plate gloves. So this is the gloves I usually make. It's plate gloves. Here, I also make a belt of iron plates because it's not that much. It's pretty much the same as a shiny girdle of silver plates, and you're never gonna have the steel. So yeah. Sabatons is usually what you want to make as shoes. They're good. Gorget, if you're gonna make a gorget, they're good, but usually you don't end up with that much steel. So there's a razor for her and a razor sword. Pretty much you can use any combination of make a double razor, and you can use it to make a quadruple razor. It's good because you can just find the razors all over the place. Here's your top tier boots and gloves. The clockwork stuff's actually better, but I don't think we have the rest. So yeah, so this is the shields I like. You can use silver to make a rough silver shield, circular grenade shield, and fill grenaded silver shield, and eventually the mirror shield. Which is a good shield. I can't remember what that block thing does in it. It has 49 of it, but it's good. What I see though, I don't know why you'd upgrade from the fill and greed shield, because it gives you a lot more protection against the other elements. Yeah, it's way better. I don't know why you'd upgrade to the mirror shield actually. It's not really as good, unless that blocking ability is actually that useful. But so yeah, we don't have the recipe I was talking about. But you can turn the flail into a blood weapon, and that's what I was talking about. We have to find all these recipes. But anyway, that's kind of a quick look into our long-term goals and everything. Mostly we need steel. is mostly our goal. So we will continue walking around. Lots of walking around in this game. This is probably gonna be, I would say it's gonna be a lot of parts. There's gonna be a lot of walking around, but we could die at any moment. It's a roguelike. Burning Tome. Not changed in terms of a burning tomb. A critical hit. But yeah, one of the more interesting skills in the game, if we're talking on the YouTube, is you can actually get Diggle Mania, which you can turn into a Diggle, which gives you special Diggle powers. However, ultimately, it's one of those skills where it doesn't really pair good with any other skills. Like, if you look at our skills here, Master of Arms pairs good with Smithing, because they're both defense trees. Circuit Rare pairs good with both dual wielding and mastery. Clockwork Knight really is just a good attack skill, which pairs with just attacking. And Paranormal Vestment kind of covers the rest and gives us a little bit of magical protection. So they all kind of synergize to make us a better warrior. But turning into a Diggle is, I guess it could technically consider, could be useful in like killing stuff. It's not kind of what we're looking for. Also, we can suit up because there's no, like, it doesn't cost any mana or anything. And even if it did cost mana, we'd probably just keep using it anyway because we regenerate mana. So we just want to make sure we have that at all times. So, Dark Orb. However, the difference between this and There Must Be Rational Explanation is Rational Explanation is only for so many steps, where this is for so many hits. So, oh, there we go. That's one of the ones to talk about. Slinky Flail, Slinky Flail, Slinky Flail, Triple Flail. So now if we go into our crafting menu, funny number 893. So it gives you a little bit more ability to hit the enemy. So, oh, this is another cool one. Chalic Electric Ring. So it's kind of more of a hybrid one, which is why I was telling you to keep items that you find on the ground. This is a glitch that's always been in the game as well. If you open your inventory, you cannot close it. So, yeah, Voltaic Cell, Electrominga, Copper Wire, Copper Thing, Electrokinetic Ring, or Chalectric rather. But yeah, it gives you some electric damage and some voltaic damage and voltaic resistance. You can again make an omnipotent fork sword using a sword and some flesh. It's okay. Like, it's really good considering that you put cubes of meat, which cost like 4 probably. There's lots of propaganda posts which are actually pretty funny if you read them. So, when you walk with Dredmor, you walk with victory. May his black geometry guide us. This message approved by Lord Dredmor. Then there's us. That's actually us. Have you seen this large eyebrow person? They are wanted on charges of vandalism, looting, and mass slaughter. Report sightings to Lord Dredmor for rich rewards. If you haven't noticed yet, we do have really big eyebrows. As the poster says, and as is now pointed out to you by the poster. So, but we're at 18 minutes now, so we should head out. We will armor up, and we will say, have a good day, see you later, stuff like that. Okay, talk to you later guys, bye.